Hi YouTube, it's Amina, I'm 18, and I'm talking to you today about top 10 foods for women. I made this video already, but it got erased. I'm very new to the whole YouTube thing, so it's hard for me to get everything organized, but I'm gonna redo it. So this is the redo of it, and it's called Top 10 Food for Women. So the first thing is soy protein. You're probably like, why soy protein? Why is that so important? Well, it's important because it's found in products like tofu, soy milk, soy nuts, soy nut butter, and some cereals. And I just learned that it's in some cereals, and that's amazing because it's easy to get it now. So you don't have to go searching high and low for soy products. It's easy to find now. Number two, whole grains. Now, I talked about this in the other two videos in the top 10 foods for kids and the top 10 foods for men, but this is important because whole grains is very high in fiber. And what that is, it just helps with your digestive systems. You want to make sure that you're eating things that help your body to react well when you're going through digestion. And a lot of people have digestive problems, so if you have fiber and water, you'll be straight. Okay, number three, foods rich in vitamin B. So vitamin B is such a great kind of vitamin. It is essential for cell growth and cell reproduction. And so just think of little Tommy off the Rugrats. Sorry, I kind of get tongue tied a little bit, but off the Rugrats, and how he would fall and everything, like they would just go on amazing adventures. Well, if he fell, his mother would help him if she gave him a little bit of vitamin B. Now, everybody should have different doses because everybody's body reacts differently, but still, it would be helpful if she gave him some vitamin B and also, took care of the wound and everything like that. But also, if you're deficient in vitamin B, it can cause anemia, digestive and behavioral disorders, and heart weakness. The heart is an organ that is full of cells. So if you don't have vitamin B in your body, it's going to be hard for you to recover like you need to. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Like when you're looking at the nutritional facts, just make sure you notice what kind of vitamins am I taking in, if I'm taking in any at all. So, and also, very important, mommies, when you're pregnant, you are creating cells in your tummy. So, it's one of those things that the baby, you have to eat everything. You have to eat double of the normal amounts because your baby is taking all your nutrients, but they're also taking all the vitamins out of your body too. So, it will be beneficial if women who were pregnant, they decide to eat and take vitamins that are like vitamin A, B, C, D, E, all those. And I'm not even just being funny. There are vitamins that have all of those. But making sure that you take vitamins because it's going to be harder for you to do and eat as much vitamin B as you really need. It's one of those things that's a little hard to find, but they have a lot of different vitamins that are just vitamin B vitamins, so you can still get it. And one thing I really want to start off by saying before I get too deep is that I looked up everything off of websites, but sometimes websites are not reliable. So I did a lot of research because, like I said, everything that I'm learning, that I'm telling you, I had to learn. I had to look it up and find it myself. So if it's something that is not right, please comment, give me constructive criticism. I love constructive criticism because it really helps me so that I can learn this, because I'm going into being a personal trainer and I need to know these things. So please just give me some feedback. Tell me if my advice works. Just let me know, and that would really, really make me happy. healthy. Also, where can you find vitamin B if you don't want to get the pills? Well, you can eat sunflower seeds. I know a lot of people like sunflower seeds. I really like sunflower seeds a lot. Dark leafy greens like kale or mustard or collard greens, those type of things. Livers of animals and yeast extract. Okay, I've had yeast extracts because my parents, when I was younger, I had eczema, and so my parents would give me yeast. They would put the yeast extracts in some orange juice, and I would drink it every day. And 3 years for doing that, for 3 years, I had such beautiful skin, and I have not had any eczema problems. I do have acne, but that's different. And I mean, it still goes hand in hand because, like I said, vitamin B is it repairs and produces cells, so it's the same kind of thing. Um, Number 4, um, cranberry juice and cranberries. Cranberries contain a lot of important things, but one thing that it contains is it helps prevent bacteria from sticking to the walls of your bladder. Now, basically, one easy way to say this is it helps prevent urinary tract infections. And the urinary tract is the bladder and the kidneys and the tubes that are connected to it. And basically, if any kind of germ or bacteria or fungus get inside of the tubes, that will cause you to have a urinary tract infection. So you want to make sure that you're also drinking cranberry juice. And I never knew that. I knew about urinary tract infections, but I never knew anything about that cranberry juice helped that. So you might be, because anybody can get that, men, women, anybody. So it's one of those things that you just got to make sure that you kind of incorporate. Next, number 5, water. Okay, I love water. Like you probably heard in the other 2 videos, water is so important, because this is the thing. It helps with all the metabolic processes, all of them in your body. Everything. Every system in your body. And plus, it also helps with digestion, it helps with weight loss, and it helps the appearance of your skin. You can look at somebody and tell if they if they drink enough water or not. It's one of those things. You could just pick somebody off the street and you could tell they don't drink enough water. When you're thirsty, just drink water when you're thirsty instead of picking up pop and juice. Everybody wants to pick up some pop and juice or whatever their preference is, but water is what's going to help you in the long run. Because think about it, the things that you're drinking like pop and juice, they had to put a little bit of water inside of it to even make it work. So why not just have the water first? Maybe. Anyway, next thing, 6, is nuts. They are full of mono unsaturated fats, and basically a mono unsaturated fat is just vegetable oil or olive oil. It is a fat that when it's chilled, it turns into a solid. But when it's just at room temperature, it's a liquid. And honestly, it's so much better than the pork fat that you find that's all thick and white that you can flick onto a wall and it'll just stand there. That's disgusting. And it clogs your arteries. This kind of fat does not clog arteries, and that's why it's healthy for you to eat. And I mean, this is what I looked up and what I found. So I'm not 100% sure. I can't really tell you, but I know that I saw this on the website. And like I said, I just love the feedback. So let me know if anything is wrong or just you want to tell me something. But also what nuts do, they lower cholesterol levels, and it helps to prevent heart disease. So, I mean, I'm allergic to nuts, but there are so many alternates that you can eat besides nuts. So it's like, you know, just find the alternates. And I had to look online for all the alternates for nuts, because there are a couple, and you know, it's very helpful if you find those and you know them. Number 7, green leafy vegetables. I love green leafy vegetables. I love broccoli. I made kale for the first time, and it tastes like collard greens. It's just how you season the food. If you season it correctly, you can make it taste like anything. So it's one of those things where you just have to make sure that you're not cooking all the fiber out, because the thing that helps it to be so beneficial is that it has all the nutrients and fiber in it, and if you cook it too much, you'll take the nutritional factors out. Number 8, fruits that are rich in vitamin C. So you're thinking citrusy fruit, yeah, like oranges and all that type of stuff. I'll give you the rundown though. Strawberries, greens, red peppers, collard, mustard, and kale greens, broccoli, spinach, tomatoes, potatoes, kiwi, and parsley. So those are just some, and there are a lot more, but it's very helpful if you have those, because they have been recently linked to decrease the risk of coronary heart disease. So that's something very important that everybody should look into. And you should try to fit 2 to 3 servings for every day, because that's a very important thing that you need. Number 9, iron-rich foods. So this is important for women, because every month we have a nice little package that comes to us wrapped, and it's from a duration from 5 to 7 days, and not a pretty sight. But with all the blood loss that we go through during that duration of time, we're losing iron. Our blood is contained with so much iron, so we have to make sure that we're putting it back into our bodies during the rest of the month, before and after it happens, so then we don't get those really bad cramps. And I have to be honest, I have cramps. My cramps are excruciating pain. And I know, living in the house with 2 other women, it's really just a very hard struggle for women. So we have to make sure that we keep our iron levels high. And the foods that contain it are beef, chicken, animal livers, clams, oysters, canned sardines and oil, cooked turkey, salmon, tuna, and ham. So those are just some of them. And like I said, you can look online and see. You could just type in, what are iron-rich foods? And they'll let you know. They'll give you a whole list, a big rundown of them. And then last but not least, calcium-rich foods. Calcium-rich foods, basically everybody knows that calcium keeps your bones strong, and it also regulates weight-bearing exercises. So when you're lifting weights and stuff like that, it makes it so your muscles and your bones are able to take all of the stress that you're putting on them, because when you're working out, you're putting stress on your bones and muscles. So you have to make sure you're having enough calcium that your body will be able to not break down because you put that stress on it. And there's so many ways to find calcium. They put calcium in everything. They have it in low-fat dairy products. They have it in green leafy vegetable products. They also have it in some soy products, in tofu, and some juices. And they also have it in some grains. And everybody knows they have it in yogurt. So these are the top 10 foods for women, and I hope that I was very helpful. And like I said, give me some comments, some feedback, anything. I love to hear what anybody has to say. And if they tried anything that I said, make sure you let me know, because I want to know if it's working or not. And that's it for today. Bye, YouTube.